Consent of the people is the cornerstone of democracy. 71% of Cape voters do not want the ANC to govern them. Never in the history of South Africa have the people of the Cape ever given their consent to be governed by the ANC. Since 1994, the ANC has averaged only 36% of the Cape vote. Over the last decade, that average has fallen to 31%. In 2019, despite Ramaphoria, it dropped to an all-time low of 29%. Our government was not chosen by our people. It was chosen despite them.
I'm so used to mediocrity. I don't expect much from the government anyway. I mean, why are we still struggling with such extreme inequality, unemployment, and poor education? And not to mention the high levels of crime and gender-based violence.
I do not have the government which I want, as our current government is filled with corruption, incompetence, double standards when it comes to racism, and our country faces a huge unemployment and inequality challenge.
Definitely not. They're incompetent and corrupt, they're obsessed by race, and they're pursuing policies that are doomed to failure. You only have to look at how many people are unemployed and the state of our economy.
I do sometimes wish I can leave, but I can't really afford to, and why should I have to? I do worry about a future for my children. I'm constantly worried about crime, and to be honest, I feel marginalized. Am I even still welcome here?
Every day I consider leaving the country of my birth, as so many of our problems are faced by so many South Africans across the divide. Poor South Africans, particularly those who are black, do not have the means to really be empowered and truly be empowered.
I think everyone has, haven't they? Look, I love South Africa and I really don't want to leave, but I do ask myself, what future do my children really have if I stay here?
Is that even possible? Well, if it's going to mean that corruption, crime, and poverty are finally going to be properly addressed, and that we start building an inclusive community where everyone is welcome, then why not?
I have considered whether the Cape should leave South Africa. I just have never thought that it is really possible or likely. Also, there seems to not be that much support from what I understand, but I really hope that actually there are many closet Cape secessionist supporters out there.
Definitely, I'm all for it. The Cape is different to South Africa and we just want different things. I want a future for my children, and I think if we're going to have that, we have to go it alone.
Our national government was chosen for us, not by us. As the people of the Cape, we do not want this government. The brutal truth, however, is that we did give our consent. We gave it by allowing the rest of South Africa to choose on our behalf. We continue to give it by staying in a voluntary relationship with South Africa. Many would say it has become an abusive relationship, but we don't have to stay. The democratic will of the peoples of the Cape can only ever truly be expressed when we choose our own government. Visit www.capeindependence.org to find out more.